It's the NFL on EA Sports. All eyes are on Jerry Jeudy. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Broncos and the Giants. Next.
About ready to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
He'll take this to the 46. The Giants at 5-10 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibbons, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard bunt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 36, Jones. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Now Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going for Hamlin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam at field.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain, and the Broncos. possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They find they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They run the option on second down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Back to throw. Jones. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd and 10, Jones, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw again. This is caught. It's Hardy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there. And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. He did something to...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Cope. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over first and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Jones now on first down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Sharp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On second down, Wilcox. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 6.
Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have
McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jones. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 19 yards away. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down, the ball back on.
On 2nd down now. Keys trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
second down. Wilcox. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sharp. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I thought this offensive line, they're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've accelerated. They pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Denver. Take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones flush to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
25 yards that time.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jones.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. 5 plays there on that drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And this one too low. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3. Position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. McManus's point after is good, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Kadarius Toney who catches things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on.